Motion in plane.
Sir, I sent it, sir.
Okay, fine, but I'll see it out now. Sure. See, in motion in plane beta, the most important formulas which you need to remember is, the first one is, we in the motion in plane, we talk about your two-dimension bodies, isn't it? The body which is moving both in x-axis and y-axis simultaneously, isn't it? In this one, the first one is time of flight. Time of flight formula gurtunda, T is equals to your 2 into your vertical velocity divided by your g. Vertical velocity ante enta avutundi, 2 into u into sin theta divided by your g. Antena? Projectile gurtunda, this is your projectile right now. This is your x-axis. This is your y-axis. When a particle is being projected with a velocity u, making an angle of your theta. So the path followed by this one will be parabola like this. This one is your maximum height, and from here to here, this will be the range. Antena?
Yes, sir.
So if I resolve this one beta, this one is nothing but of your u into cos theta horizontal component, and this one is nothing but u into sin theta vertical component. And this will be the maximum height, that is nothing but h max. Mattam story oka formula vachestadi intlo. So time of flight is T is equals to 2uy into by g. Okay, next one is nothing but of your maximum height formula. H is equals to your uy square divided by your 2g. What is uy beta? This one is your uy, and this one is your ux. So uy means how much for me? U square into sin square theta divided by your 2g.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now? Then next one is range. Range is R is equals to 2 times of your ux into uy divided by g. Okay, na? RS can be also written as of your u square into your sin 2 theta divided by g. I hope you remember the sin 2 theta formula beta. Sin 2 theta is nothing but equal to how much? 2 sin theta into your cos theta.
Cos theta. Yeah.
Okay, na? So that is the relation. Then for maximum range, what beta? Theta is equals to, for theta is equals to 45 degrees, we get the maximum range. So what is that maximum range beta? R max will be equal to your u square divided by g. Okay.
Yeah.
Now tell me, for what two angles the range is maximum beta? Complementary angles kada? Gurtundo ledu marchipayava, isn't it? So for complementary angles, I can say, for complementary angles, that is theta and 90 minus theta, range will be same. Range will be same. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Sure. Next one, and very important in this one, is about this one. That is about your time of flights in terms of range. If I'm taking the product of your times beta, T1 into T2, that will be equal to 2 times of your R by G. Very important relation. Product of your time of flight for which the range is same. And in the T1 into T2 will be equal to 2 times of your R into your G. Okay, na?
Yes.
T1 and T2 are the time of flights for which we are having the same range and at okay. So if I'm taking right now, T1 and T2 are time of flights. Time of flights. For what beta? For same range.
Yes.
For same range. Very important relation. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, so these are basic formula which you always should carry in your mind while doing the problems related to this one. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Sure. And next one, and very important, is your equation of your motion. If a particle is having a constant velocity in one direction and acceleration is perpendicular direction, the path will always be what beta? Parabolic path. So y is equals to your x into your tan theta minus of your g into your x square divided by your 2 into your u square into your cos square theta. Okay, na? Mari depth level also awesome ledu. These are at least the formulas you should always run in your mind whenever the motion in plane and a chapter rotation and these are the basic formulas you should always run in your mind. And this is the backbone formula for the motion in plane. Y is equals to x into tan theta minus of g into x square divided by 2u square into cos square. 99.99% of the problems of motion in plane projectiles you can simply solve by this one single equation. Okay.
Yes.
I'll tell you how it is that. Next one. One more important formula which you need to remember. The maximum height and the range. The maximum height. The maximum height, that is capital H, and range. And range, capital R. Capital R are related as R is equals to, last time the derivation కూడా చేసాం మనం, R is equals to
Yes, sir.
4h into your cot theta. R is equals to 4h into cot theta. Now it is not the time to go for the derivation beta. The minimum to minimum time లో formulas reproduce చేసుకోవాలా, and we need to give a lot time for your practice participation. So whenever we get a question based on maximum height and range, then the relation between them is always equals to how much beta? R is equals to 4h into your cot of your theta. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, tell me if horizontal range is equals to maximum height, then what will be the angle under అనుకోండి. If I'm writing, if capital R is equals to H, what do you mean by capital R is equal to H? That means horizontal range is equals to maximum height.
Height.
Then angle of
Yes.
projection will be equal to your how much? Then angle of projection. Then angle of your projection is, that is tan theta will be equal to 4. Okay. Tan theta
Yes.
will be equal to how much for me? 4. Okay. Or else
Yes.
I can write theta is equals to your tan inverse of your 4. I can even write like this.
Okay, sir.
Clear? So what is the condition? If range is equals to capital H, then if it's asking the angle of range, directly you can take this formula. Tan
Yes,
theta
sir.
is equals to 4, we'll get the value of your theta by definition. Okay. The next one.
Yes, sir.
This is something very important, should always keep in mind. That is very, very important. Keep it double star mark for this one. The condition is like in a projectile, this is your projectile. Okay. So if I am writing this relation like this is your projectile like this. Okay, this is your y-axis, this is your x-axis, some point basically. Okay, so now when you project the body, like say there is one point here and there is one point here and there is one point here and there is one point here where the range is same. So this is one
Yes.
height right now. So this is your h. This will be equal to your 1 more. Okay, now from here to here, if I'm taking the time t1 from this point to this point, I'll write it there. Okay, from here to here, if I'm taking t1, and from here to here, if I'm taking t2. What do you mean by that one, better? See, when you're projecting it, the particle will be two times. It will be at the same height at two times, isn't it? While
Yes,
going up, this one is this height, and while again coming down, this
coming
one,
down.
isn't it? So like between this P and Q and your R and S, if these are the two heights at which the time taken is, say for example T1, and R and S it is, say for example T2. Now if T1, T2 are the times, isn't it, which are corresponding to the same levels, which are corresponding to what beta? Same levels. In the height between this will be equal to how much beta? From here to here, this height will be equal to your how much beta? H, isn't it?
Yes,
Even
sir.
if I take from here to here, this height will also be equal to your H.
Yes.
So what I can say, if, very important beta, if T1 and T2, T1 and T2 are the times which are corresponding to what beta? Same level, then the relation between them is height will be equal to, can be calculated by the formula H is equals to G into your T2 square minus of T1 square divided by your 8. Clear?
Yes,
So
sir.
what are the times? What is the height at which the body will be having the same level at two different times? Means directly I can use this formula. Otherwise, it is very lengthy way to do such type of problems. You need to practice this 2-3 times and keep in mind other that will save your income in 110 times the time related to do the problems such type of questions.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
so that is the direct shortcuts which you compulsory need to remember, and that can be possible only when you do it n number of times the revision. Next one. This is also again important. The regular questions basically. Like say for example, if I say that if a particle passes 2 points, if a particle passes 2 points which are situated at equal heights, which are situated at your equal height, say for example y, at what time? At t1 and your t2. Then what is that times? That means what beta? See, I'll tell you the diagram, you'll get an idea. So if this is your diagram, this is your x-axis and this is your y-axis. This is y-axis and this is your x-axis. When you throw this one, this will be undergoing a projectile like this. isn't it? So now there are 2 points when it will be at same position, like while going up from here to here, this one is your y, agreed?
Yes.
Then
While
again
coming back.
coming back again, this is one more position right now. Again, this body will be at same.
Right.
Time will be different, no? From here to here, if it is taking a time of your t1, okay, then from here to here, it will take a time of your how much? T2 kada?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? So there are 2 times. If a particle passes 2 points situated at equal heights, y at a time t1 and as well as a your t2. And how do we calculate that y? Y simply y is equals to half into g into t1 into t2. That's it.
Okay.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Very important relation. Okay. So condition is very important for us. That's only the thing you need to remember in this one. Clear?
Yes.
Any doubt in this one?
No, sir. Got it.
Chalo, very good. Now see. Let us try to do some problems based on this one. See the first question. Say for example, if I say that a particle is projected from ground. A particle is projected from your ground whose equation of trajectory is given by y is equals to a into x minus b into x square, where a and b are constants beta. So find horizontal range. Find horizontal range of particle. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Is that clear? Sure. So the basic equation, what you have written here, y is equals to this one. This can be equated as y is equals to, this one is equated as y is equals to a into x minus b into your x square. In the
Yes,
place
sir.
of your a, I'm writing tan theta. A value will be equal to your how much beta? Tan theta.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that will be equal to your tan theta. What happened to this one? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So x is x, a value will be equal to how much beta? Tan theta. X square will be
Tan theta.
equal to b value will be equal to g by your 2u square into your cos square theta. Okay? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
What condition is asking? A particle is projected from the ground whose equation of trajectory is given by so and so. Find horizontal range. Now tell me for horizontal range, what will be the y beta? What will be the y? You tell me. Range and ikkada varaku kada.
Yes, sir.
Vertical y ఏమైపోతుంది పెరుగుతుంది bill increases become maxima decreases finally comes to 0.
0. Yes, sir.
And for the range I can say that vertical displacement will be equal to how much? 0, no? Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
So if I'm taking in this equation, y is equals to a into your x minus of b into x square. Okay, so y is equals
Yes.
to 0. A will be equal to your how much? Your a part of relation, and x is nothing but what beta? Range only, no? Horizontal
Yes,
distance.
sir.
Minus b into this one will be equal to r square, isn't it? So I can write this one as of your r into your a minus of b into r.
Yes, sir.
So as r cannot be equal to 0, so I can say that a minus of b into r must be equal to 0. So a will be equal to how much for me? B into r. So range will be equal to how much beta? A by b. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Whenever you get such type of equation, this is a basic thing you need to do such type of your questions. Clear? Any doubt in this one?
Clear, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Now tell me, what will be the velocity or what will be the kinetic energy at highest point of your projectiles? These are very important questions again. So this model you see right now again. A projectile of mass m has velocities 3 meter per second and 4 meter per second at 2 points. At your
Yes.
2 points during its flight. In the uniform gravitational field. In the uniform gravitational field of your Earth. if these two velocities are perpendicular to each other, to each other, then find the maximum kinetic energy. Find the maximum kinetic energy of the particle during its flight. Clear? Now first try to read the question. We need to draw the diagram that will give you understanding. A projectile of mass m has a velocity 3 meters and 4 meters at 2 points during its flight in the uniform gravitational field of Earth. And if these two velocities are perpendicular to each other, each other part of relation. Is that clear?
Yes.
Is that clear? Perpendicular
Yes, sir.
each other kaval. Until like see, when I take a projectile, see, this taking the graph. Sure. So this is your projectile right now for me, and this is your maximum height. Okay, so you are projecting a body with a initial velocity of your, how much, say for example of your u or v, anything. Okay, somewhere at this position, if the velocity is, say for example 3 meter per second, and it is making some angle, say for example alpha. And there is one more point right now here where the velocity is your 4 meter per second, and it is making some angle with respect to this one. So this angle is how much for me? Now 90 minus alpha. Why 90 minus alpha? Because both
So
of them
because
are
that is,
to each other.
yes,
Na?
sir. Yes, sir. If one is alpha, the other
So this
is.
will become for me 3 into your cos of your alpha. And this will become for me 4 into your cos of your 90 minus of your alpha. Because angle between these two must be perpendicular to each other. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
So at that time I can write here 3 into your cos alpha must be equal to 4 into your cos 90 minus alpha. Isn't it? That means this will be 3 into cos alpha is equals to 4. Cos 90 minus theta is how much beta? Sine of your alpha.
Yes,
So
sir.
I'll be getting tan alpha from this one. Sine by cos is nothing but tan. Tan alpha is equals to 3 by 4. Isn't it?
Yes.
Now, what is the velocity at highest point of the projectile beta any time? At highest point of the projectile, we always get your u into cos theta. And vertical component will always be equal to 0.
0. Yes, sir.
Isn't it? So that means at highest point, if I'm writing the horizontal component velocity at highest point of the projectile, at highest point of your projectile, at highest point of projectile, what is that? U into your cos theta must be equal to how much beta? 3 into your cos alpha. And then
Yes, sir.
so kinetic energy will become how much beta? What is asking, right? Find the maximum kinetic energy of the particle during the time of your flight. So kinetic energy will be equal to how much for me beta? Kinetic energy is equals to half into am into your v square. At highest portion, what will be the velocity? But it is half into your m into, that is nothing but u into cos theta. Na? So v will be equal to your u into your cos theta whole square. And then
Yes, sir.
horizontal velocity. So that will be equal to your half into your m. At horizontal velocity, it is how much beta? 3 into your cos of your alpha whole square. Isn't it?
Yes.
This will become how much for me? So this will become for me half into your m into 3 square is how much for me? 9 into cos square alpha. Cos square alpha. Cos alpha value is how much for me beta? Cos alpha value is equal to how much?
From this, we can take it as
Yeah,
u
tan
cos.
alpha we know, na? Tan
Yes,
alpha
sir.
we know. I can write the tan alpha means something like this. This is alpha. That means this is 3, this is 4. This will be equal to how much beta? Under root of 3 square plus 4 square.
Yes, sir.
So that will be how much for me? 4 square 16, 3 square 9. 16 plus 9, 25. Root 25 is
25.
nothing but 5.
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? Now from this one I can write the cos alpha. Cos alpha la raha hai cos alpha is
Adjacent by
equals to
hypotenuse, sir. 4 by 5.
4 by 5.
Yes,
Isn't
sir.
it? So I can write that value here. So it is 4 by 5 whole square. Clear? So it is
Yes,
your
sir.
half into your m into 9. 4 square is 16. 5 square is 25. So it is 2 ones are. This one is 2. How much?
2 ones are 2 eights are, sir.
2 eights are. 9 eights are.
8 9 is 72, sir.
72. So this will become for me 72 and divided by 25. Mass is given how much for me? Mass is given as m only, na?
Yes, sir. There
Will be your m. So that will be the kinetic energy. So kinetic energy will be equal to 72 into your m divided by 25. This will be the kinetic energy. Clear? What is the
Yes.
idea? Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Very important model. Ilanti questions compulsory cheyali. Otherwise, it will be a bit difficult for doing the numericals related to this one. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Even river and board problems kuda unnai kada neek exam ki.
Yes, sir. Nice, sir.
You also have the river and board problems for you, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Chalo, very good. దీని రికార్డింగ్ ఉంది కదా మన దగ్గర.
Motion plane ఉంది అనుకుంటా.
యా మోషన్ ప్లేన్ ఉండాలి బేసిక్లీ నాకు తెలిసినంత వరకు అయితే ఉంది ఇంటర్ బేసిక్. ఓకేనా? So this
Yes,
was
sir.
about your only projectile participation bit. Okay, so I'll see you and so try to do some problems based on this one. I'm fastly revising, you see.
Yes, sir.
Whenever we talk about motion in two dimension beta, the position vector can be represented by r bar is equals to xi cap plus yj cap. Okay, now if I'm
Yes.
writing the velocity, v is equals to dr by dt. Differentiation of the position by time will give me velocity beta. So this position
Yes,
will be x. So it is dx by dt plus dy by dt. So velocity in motion in plane is calculated with the formula v bar is equals to vxi cap plus vy j cap. Once I know the acceleration, velocity, I can also calculate acceleration beta. A is equals to dv by dt. So it is d into vxi cap plus vy j cap by dt. So it is vx by dt, vy by dt. That means acceleration will be in two dimension, axi cap plus ay j cap. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Horizontal velocity is dx by dt. Vertical velocity is dy by dt. Horizontal acceleration I can write as vx into dv by dx. This is very important in terms of your x. And vertical acceleration can also be written as vy into dy by dx. Okay, now?
Yes, sir.
If acceleration is constant beta, you can always use the kinematic equation. Vx is equals to ux plus ax into t. X is equals to ux into t plus half of your ax into t square. Vx square is equals to x square plus 2x into your x. And xt is equals to ux plus half of your ax into 2t minus of 1. If it is in y direction, you just keep in the place of x, y values. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
All equations of motion. And this trigonometry values you need to remember beta. 37, 53, and this one. 4,
Yes,
3,
sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Sin 37, 3 by 4, cos 37, 4 by 5, sin 30, sin 53, cos 53. Basic conditions.
Yes.
Okay? Now see this question better. A particle moves in the xy plane under the acceleration. Acceleration is given in terms of vectors 3i cap, 4j cap. Initial velocity is given in terms of 6i cap, 8j cap. Find velocity and position vector of the particle after 2 seconds is asking. So v u is equals to uxi, uyj, and ux is how much? 6. Ui is how much? 8.
8. Yes.
So in the same way, acceleration is ax will be equal to 3 and ay will be equal to 4. Okay, na?
Yes.
Now, if I'm talking about the velocity along x-axis, vx is equals to ux plus ax into t. Ux value is 6, ax value is 3. Time is how much? For how much time is asking? 2 seconds. So into 2,
Yes.
that's 12. In the same way, x will be equal to how much? Ux into t plus half of your ax into tx. So you can just simplify, you'll get along x-axis. In the same way, you can simplify for your y-axis. So ultimately, we are getting the velocity along x and y-axis 12i cap plus 16j cap. ఇక్కడ 12 వస్తుంది, ఇక్కడ 16 వస్తుంది. Okay, na? Vertical
Yes.
displacement will be equal to how much beta? That is 18 meter. This one is 24 meter. That means position vector will be equal to xi cap plus yj cap. So 18i cap plus 24j cap. If it's asking the magnitude, you just take the under root of 12 square plus 16 whole square. Our position of vector means under root of your 18 whole square plus 24 whole square. Okay, no?
Yes.
So just for your understanding, I given, and this question is very important for NEET level type. See the question. Try to understand the question. We'll see you are able to understand or not. First, try to read the question.
Yes. Yes.
ఇంకా హాఫ్ అన్ అవర్
Yes, sir.
అంటే x ఇచ్చాడు y ఇచ్చాడు వాడు ఏం అడుగుతున్నాడు?
Right side. Yes, sir. Initial velocity, sir.
So x is equals to 10
v
into
is equals to dx by
function of time
dt.
ఇచ్చాడు.
Yes, sir.
So we can get the vx better. Vx is
Yes,
equals to
sir.
dx by dt.
dx by dt. Yes, sir.
వచ్చిందా?
Yes, sir.
Differentiation.
Yes, sir.
Why?
Taking 10 root 3 outside as it is a constant. Then dt by dt వస్తుంది సార్. రెండు క్యాన్సిల్ అయిపోతే డైరెక్ట్.
Yeah.
Yes sir.
Okay.
Yes.
The same way y component is given.
Yes sir. 10 take it outside. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then t square is nothing but t. So sorry 2t because n will come.
Yeah.
So again they'll get cancelled, right? So because it's square here. So sir, can you scroll down, sir? 2t. Yes. 10 minus 2t. Yes sir. Is equals to 0. Not much and v is.
Why
Yes
am
sir.
t 0 beta? Initial అన్నాడు కదా.
Initial velocity. Yes sir.
Initial is 0.
Initial velocity time is 0. Yes.
అంతేనా?
Yes.
So Vx will be equal to 10 root 3. There is no time కాబట్టి Vy la t you take 0. So we'll get only 10.
Yes sir.
So now we got Vx and Vy. So I can calculate the magnitude of that. Okay na?
Yes sir.
So then we can also calculate the angle tan theta is equals to Vy by Vx. That will give me the answer. Okay na?
Yes sir.
ఇది పెద్దది ఉంది, ఇది అవసరం లేదు యాక్చువల్గా చెప్పాలా, కానీ ఇప్పుడైతే డివిజన్ లేదు, ఎంత అవసరం లేదు, గుర్తుపెట్టేసి. ఐ హోప్ యూ గాట్ ఎన్ ఐడియా నో.
Yes sir.
సో ప్రొజెక్టైల్ ఇది డెరివేషన్ అండి. సో ఈ డెరివేషన్స్ అన్ని నీకు కావాలంటే పంపిస్తాను, రఫ్గా ఒకసారి విను, లేకపోతే గో త్రూ చేయి. అదర్వైజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ మచ్ రిక్వైర్డ్, లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ నోట్స్ ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి నీ దగ్గర యూ కెన్ గో త్రూ ఇట్. సీ దిస్ క్వశ్చన్ బెటర్ రైట్ నౌ ఫ్రమ్ దిస్ వన్. A particle is being thrown with a speed of 50 meter per second at an angle of projection 37 degrees with horizontal. Find the time of flight and maximum height and range. Initial velocity ఎంత ఇచ్చాడు 50, theta ఎంత ఇచ్చాడు 37. So time of flight formula t is equal to 2u sin theta by g.
Yes sir.
You know all the values 37 and 53s.
Yes sir.
Now then in the same way H max formula. H max value is u square sin square theta by 2g, direct formula based.
Yes sir.
R is equals to next one range u cos theta into t.
Yes sir.
Okay na? So R is even you can use this relation. R is equals to u square sin 2 theta. Sin 2 theta is nothing but 2 sin theta into cos theta. You will get same answer for that. Okay na?
Yes sir.
Next question. A particle is being thrown with a velocity 10 meter per second and its horizontal range is 5 meters. Find the angle or angle of projections adugutunnadu. You know that for single range there may be two angles kada.
Yes sir.
For single range there will be two angles that are complementary angles.
Complementary angles. Yes.
Avuna kada?
Yes sir. One is theta, one is 90 minus theta.
Yeah. Clear?
Yes sir.
Sure. So we have got the ranges. Simplify theta, we're getting 15 because everything is given in that one. Okay now?
Yes.
If one angle is 15, another angle obviously it will be 90 minus 15.
90 minus 15, 75.
In a projectile, the maximum height is equal to the horizontal range, and h max is equals to r.
R. Yes sir.
He's asking angle of projection. So h max formula you know, u square sin square theta by 2g. Range formula also you know, u square by 2g, 2 sin theta into cos theta. U square will get cancelled, 1g and 1g gets cancelled, sin square 1 sin will get cancelled. So here it is sin theta by 2 is equals to 2 cos theta. So sin by cos is nothing but tan. So tan theta is how much for me? 4.
4.
Shortcut
yes sir. Yes.
So tan
theta is equal to 4.
So theta value is how much for me? Tan inverse of 4. Tan inverse of 4 in the chart 76 feature. 76.
76. Yes.
So another angle for which it will be same means 14
complementary.
Degrees. Yeah, 90 minus 76.
Yes sir.
Anna?
Yes sir.
Very good. Next one, dude. An object is being projected so that its horizontal range is maximum. If the maximum height of projectile is capital H, then find the value of h by r antunadu. We know that r is maximum and theta is how much? 45.
Yes sir.
Because u square by g. The maximum height value is u square sin square theta. Theta is also your 45 divided by 2g. Sin 45 is 1 by root 2. So it is 1 by root 2 whole square. That is 1 by 2. So that will become for me how much? U square by 4g.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
Isn't it? So then h by r చేసుకో. So h by r reverse చేసుకుంటే u square by 4g into g by u square. U square will get cancelled. G and g gets cancelled. So r will be equal to 4 times of h. Okay.
Yes sir.
Now next one. This is really something important. If an object is being thrown at an angle of 60 degrees with the horizontal, find the elevation angle of the object at the highest point as seen from the point of projection. Elevation angle ante ante angle made by the point O to the highest point. Already in the
Okay,
problem
sir.
is telling that object is projected an angle of how much? 60 degrees.
Yes, sir.
So it is making 60 degrees, and when the ball is reaching at highest position, now the angle made by that highest position with the initial position is some beta.
Yes, sir.
And the range will be equal to how much for me? R by 2. So
Yes,
tan beta will become how much for me beta? H max divided by R by 2 kada?
Yes, sir.
2 will go up, so it is 2 times of H max divided by R. So I'm doing other side. See, tan beta is equals to 2, H max formula U square sin square theta by 2G. Range formula U square by G, 2 sin theta into cos theta. U square by G gets cancelled. One sign will get cancelled. Another two will get cancelled. So sin by cos again will be getting tan theta. So tan beta is equals to tan theta by 2. Theta value is given how much? 60 degrees. Sin 60 is how? Tan 60 is how much?
Root 3, sir.
Root 3. So tan beta is equals to how much I am getting? Root 3 by 2. So beta will be equal to tan inverse of root 3 by 2. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Very good question, beta. Okay, na? ఇంకా
Yes,
ప్రాబ్లమ్స్
sir.
అన్ని ఇలానే ఉంటాయి ఫార్ములా బేస్ ఇనిషియల్ కండిషన్స్ లో. ఓకే,
Okay, sir.
ఇది కూడా చూడు ఒకసారి. ఇది కూడా ప్యూర్లీ ఫార్ములేస్ ఉన్నాయి. ఒకసారి గో త్రూ చేసుకుంటావు కదా. దిస్
Yes,
ఇస్
sir.
వెరీ గుడ్ క్వశ్చన్. చూడు ఒకసారి ట్రై చేయి. ఇఫ్ ఐఎమ్ నాట్ గెటింగ్ ఐ లెట్ యూ నో అబౌట్ దిస్ వన్. దెన్ హారిజాంటల్ ప్రొజెక్టైల్ ఇది అవసరం లేదు, అండ్ రిలేటివ్ వెలాసిటీ అవసరం లేదు. కైనమాటిక్స్, షార్ట్ కట్స్ అండ్ ట్రిక్స్ ఈ తర్వాత చెప్దాం. అప్లికేషన్స్ ఆఫ్ యువర్ ప్రొజెక్టైల్స్ ఇక్కడ చూడు. Change in velocity of the projectile is always equals to how much? When a particle is being projected, beta, change in velocity is always equals to how much for me? 2u into your sin theta in a projectile.
Yes, sir.
Why? One is going up, another is coming down. So you
Coming
up and minus of u. Relative another kabatti delta y in y axis will be equal to u final minus u initial. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So change in momentum will become how much for me? Momentum is nothing but what? Mass into velocity. So it is 2mu into your sin theta.
Yes.
సో ఇలాంటివి కొన్ని అప్లికేషన్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఈ అప్లికేషన్స్ కూడా ఒకసారి చూసుకో. ఇది కూడా ఇంపార్టెంట్ చూడు. ఎట్ హైయెస్ట్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ ప్రొజెక్టైల్ కైనెటిక్ ఎనర్జీ ఎంత అవుతుందన్న? ఎట్ హైయెస్ట్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ ప్రొజెక్టైల్ ఐ టోల్డ్ you will always
cos
theta, u sin theta will become 0.
0. Yes, sir.
Projectile it is half into m into u square into cos square theta. So half m u square I can take it as of your e, because e is equal to half m u square తీసుకుంటున్నాను. So it is e into cos square theta. Potential energy will be equal to how much? mg into h max కదా, ఇది h max.
Yes, sir.
H max formula u square sin square theta by 2g. G gets
2g.
cancelled. It is
Yes.
half m u square into sin square theta. Half m u square I can write as of e into sin square theta.
Yes,
So
sir.
potential energy to kinetic energy అడిగాడు అనుకో, EP by EK is equals to sin square theta by cos square theta, that is tan square theta. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
already ఇంతకు ముందు చెప్పాను, tan theta is equal to 4h by r. ఇవన్నీ పెద్దగా అవసరం లేదు. To complementary angles for which the ranges are same. The heights, and this one also I told you. This one also I told you. ఇంత పెద్దగా అవసరం లేదు. Because you can't buttify this all so many things. You need to do that one while doing the numericals.
Okay, sir.
Horizontal projectiles, same again. When you're projecting the particle from the top of a tower, okay, horizontal velocity will always be equal to u. Vertical velocity will be uy plus ay into t. Vertical velocity
Okay, sir.
at the point of projection 0 kada,
Yes, sir.
isn't it? So uy is 0. So vy ఎంత వస్తుంది? G into t. So Vx is equals to u and Vy is g. So I can calculate the velocity. V is equals to Vxi cap plus Vyg cap. Vx is how much? U, and Vy is how much? Gt. So magnitude of the velocity will be equal to how much beta? Under root of u square plus d square into t square. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now time of flight, time taken by the particle to reach the ground when you throw a particle from the top of a tower. So time taken will be under root of 2h by g. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Of derivation. Again, range. What is the range? Horizontal velocity into time of flight. Horizontal velocity and in the u. Time of flight is under root of 2h by g. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then what will be the path beta? Path followed by this one will be again parabola, because x is equals to u into t beta at point p. E point p kada. If I am taking the value of x is equals to how much? U into t. Equation number 1. Vertical displacement will be how much? Half into g into t square. From equation 1, I am writing t is equals to x by u and substituting that in the equation number 2. So y is equals to half g into x by u whole square. So we are getting the equation of the trajectory as y is equals to g into x square divided by 2 into u square. So obviously the path followed by that one will be what? Parabola.
Parabola. Yes.
The same way, a ball is projected at an angle from the height, like see from the top of the tower. If you project a particle at an angle theta, you need to just resolve the horizontal vertical component. Horizontal velocity is ux is equals to u cos theta. Vertical component is u sin theta. It is something like this, going up, again coming down. So when you project here, I need to come back to the original position. The displacement will become how much beta? 0 kada.
0. Yes.
This increase and increase and increase and increase and maxima. Another decrease. Again here it will become 0. So plus x minus x. So displacement will be equal to how much here when it is reaching to the ground? 0. Is the reference in the kundi kabatti minus h.
Okay, sir.
Okay, anything above the reference is positive. Below the reference kabatti minus h.
Minus.
So you can use the kinematic equation y is equal to uy into t plus half of your ay into t square. So y will be minus h, uy will be u sin theta, time of flight will be capital T minus half into gt square. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes.
we'll calculate horizontal velocity into time. Horizontal velocity is u cos theta into time here. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
In the same way. If a ball is been projected downward at an angle theta now, previously it was upward. Now when it is projecting, make an angle theta with horizontal. Again, you need to resolve u cos theta, u sin theta. So height will be equal to how much beta? U sin theta into t plus half of your g into t square. Because downward I'm taking positive.
Yes, sir.
Okay, na? So height will be equal to how much? U sin theta into time of flight plus half of your g into t square. These three types of projectiles also you need to remember beta. When a body is projected from the top of tower horizontally, how do you calculate the range and what is the time of flight? When a ball is been projected at an angle from the height, then how do you calculate the time of flight? Means minus h u into u sin theta into t minus half of gt square. This will become a quadratic equation.
Okay, sir.
So we can do that one in numerical. That is the reason I'm not solving here. The same way horizontal range means you need to remember here u cos theta into t. Okay.
Yes.
When the body is been projected down, then again h is equals to u cos theta into t plus half of your g into t square. Again, range will be equal to how much beta? Can you tell me for this one? Range will be equal to ux into time of flight. Ux will be equal to how much beta? U cos theta into time of flight. That will be equal to t.
Yes, sir.
That was the questions. Again, we'll try to do some numericals. ఇది ఇట్లా చెప్తే అర్థం కాదు. నేను నీకు separate questions చేపిస్తాం. Okay na? So these are the basic formulas you need to remember. Is the problem sheet and these are also inclined projectiles from the top of a tower when you throw. I will try to do it later. So problems. This is also relative motion problems. Minimum drift, river and boat problems. Okay, so no problem. So what you do is today okasari motion in plane అయిపోకూడదు. Leave the vectors.
Okay, sir.
Today is what beta?
Today is Wednesday, sir.
We didn't have class on Monday, na?
No, sir. Monday we didn't have, sir.
Monday we didn't have. Tuesday also we didn't have.
Yes, sir.
My goodness. Today is Wednesday. Tuesday in the college class manaku?
Sir, evening I came at 6 o'clock. You
Okay. నేను రాలేదా?
Ralit, sir. You
No,
told
sir.
me to again take at 7 o'clock, but again 7:40 only I had a class there. Sir.
Okay, fine, no problem. Sure. So today you just go through this one beta. I'll try to do the numericals on this one tomorrow session of a class. Time
Okay,
కావాలి ఇప్పుడు మనకు కొంచెం. లేకపోతే మన
Yes, sir.
కూడా వెక్టర్స్ కూడా చేయలేము. మన గజిబిజి అయిపోతుంది.
Yes.
I need for the projectile itself because there are river and boat problems, rain and umbrella problems, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
If possible అవుతుందా మార్నింగ్?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Possible చూడవు sir. If there is any possibility, then I will make it tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. Okay?
Okay, sir. I'll message you, sir, once because.
Okay, sure.
Yes, sir.
మనం projectiles అయిపోగొట్టుకోవచ్చు. రివర్ అండ్ బోట్ లేకపోతే రెయిన్ అండ్ అంబ్రెల్లా కాన్సెప్ట్స్ అయిపోగొట్టుకోవచ్చు.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Take care, beta. Bye.
Bye, sir. Thank you.